Yo, it's Cass and Chris. We got you in the mix. Yeah. We say goodbye to the gloominess and the rain. Bright-eyed pupils when we peep the waves. Until we get sipping our local IPA. Welcome to the city built for leisure and play. Cause we're living.
Welcome back, my friends. Another edition of the Livin in San Diego podcast, where we talk all about living in San Diego. Hence the name. Are we on Sparkle? Are we sparkling yet?
Yeah, we are.
Mine sounds a little weird, but I think we're good to go. Welcome to episode 251. If you guys haven't tuned in before, I'm Chris Erickson. We got Mr. Cassidy Lewis, longtime San Diego locals, lifelong San Diego locals, not even long time.
Yep. From the beginning. OG.
From the beginning. Born in Tri-City here. Where were you? You were...
Whatever it's called. Mary Birch?
Mary Birch.
Yeah,
there we go. And yeah, episode 251. We had a nice hot episode last week, so go follow us on Instagram. We got some clips coming out over there about last week's happening, but we got some good stuff today. All right, we got some big news. There's big news, and then there's also something that it might be the biggest announcement we've had on this show yet. So excited about that because we've it's been part of the show since day one, more or less. So, do I sound all right on yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm just not sounding right on me. Okay.
Or turn your headphones up.
Yeah, I don't know. We got new to do and a do. We got top 25 burger spots in San Diego. We got Cassidy's question of the week. I'm going to sneeze here for a sec. That'd be good.
Nope, you're not supposed to.
Do we have a sneeze button?
Nope.
And we got a good one. So let's rock and roll. First off, how was the weekend?
The weekend was good. Yeah, we there he goes. I guess I could probably just turn your mic down, I guess.
So, yeah.
I have a sneeze button for myself, but not for you.
Yeah, we're all right.
But yeah, weekend was good. Lots of soccer. Soccer Saturday for Braden, his first, second game. Nice little hat trick action.
Nice.
First one I got to see. So
yeah,
first official, I guess, for me. And then Cam had soccer down at probably the worst field I've ever seen in my life. Alliant University. They don't have a soccer team, clearly, because if they had to play on that, they'd all quit.
Yeah. Not great.
No, it was
was that this week or was the last week?
That was Saturday.
That was the same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, it was a different field even.
Different field.
The week before was bad because it was like half mud.
And this one takes the cake?
This one takes the cake for sure. Yeah.
Right.
Like kids were like, they couldn't get a shot off because their feet would get stuck in the grass. It was so thick. And they were out at halftime. They're asking to come off the field and because they were exhausted from running. And so it's like running in the sand, essentially. And then a little bit more soccer on Sunday and baseball on Sunday afternoon without my kid even there. So that was entertaining and we missed him dearly.
Yeah.
But he got to go to Dodger Stadium and watch the Giants-Dodgers. It was the only Giants win out of a 4-game series. So he got lucky.
So they didn't get swept?
No, so they didn't get swept.
Okay.
Not that it matters because we're out. The only thing I'm hoping for the Giants is to finish one game above 500. Which right now is going to be tough because they're 3 under. So,
all right.
Yeah. But they play the Cardinals for 2 more and the Rockies for 3. So you never know.
Yeah, Rockies are a bad team.
They're very bad.
They are. Just even watching, they played the first game or last weekend with the Padres against the Padres. I think they took game 1, but then just watching the rest of their games, just like, I guess you can't lose them all, right?
No, you have to win a couple.
Come close though.
I mean, they were at the beginning of the season. They looked like they were going to be record setters for the most losses ever because they started off with like 2-28 or 4-28 or something crazy.
That's a pretty good clip.
Yeah, or whatever it was. It was something historic.
Yeah.
So whatever it was.
Yeah. Well, in Padre land, you know what happened. We clinched a playoff spot last night.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. It only took 11 innings.
11 innings. I didn't even watch the end. I turned it on, watched the entire game. Went up to bed, watched the game for a few innings, came to the 10th. I was like, all right, they score. All right, we score. We got an opportunity. Let's do this. And then it's just like, it's bedtime. I'll watch this in the morning. Because if they win, I'll be happy. If they lose, I'll just
You're
be like,
crunch tomorrow.
I'll be like, oh man. And then, kind of have a little bit worse sleep. So woke up this morning, saw that. I didn't even know this one was for clinching a wild card spot, actually. So
Yeah.
it's pretty stoked. I didn't know their magic number or whatever.
It was down to 1.
I guess so. So anyways, yeah, I wonder, and the Brewers are obviously clinched already, right?
They clinched before anybody.
Yeah. So they have nothing to play for?
Seeding. They want to keep
Okay.
that 1 seed. I don't know how far out they are or how far up they are. But they've had the 1 seed for a long time. So I think that's all they're playing for.
Yeah.
Because that's a big deal in the, I guess, second round, because look at the bye. So it's a big deal.
And I saw an article. It said something about the Padres, and it showed the lineup for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that set already? It says we're playing, or just if it finished today,
If it finished today.
we'd be playing the Cubbies,
Yep. Yeah, that's where
because it said
sits.
wild card 3. So I guess okay. So here's how it works. I guess we're 1 and 2 wild cards, so we'll play the Cubs at this point, unless we drop for whatever 5 games up on the Mets or the Reds.
Yeah, they're not going to. I think it would be very difficult for how it's seated right now to change.
Yeah, and so if
Unless
those
the
guys go on a
Dodgers-
streak,
Yeah.
Dodgers come, like a lot of things could happen, but as of now, most likely Mets or Reds are going to be playing the Dodgers.
Yeah, you have a
Does that
better.
sound right?
Yeah, you have a better chance of catching the Dodgers than you do the Cubs right now.
Okay.
So because you're only, what is that? 2.5 game or 2.5 games behind the Dodgers. You're more than that, 3.5 behind the Cubs. So
Who would you rather play if you were the Padres? Would you rather play Cubbies? Would you rather play Reds? Would you rather play
Reds or Mets?
Dodgers?
for sure.
Would you rather play Mets?
Reds or Mets?
Reds
like
or
not even a
Mets?
question.
Yeah,
Cubs are good.
are they?
I mean, they're not great in their they've lost 4 in a row, but they're overall they're good.
Yeah, but just it's weird watching teams, because last night watching Milwaukee against San Diego, it was you see other teams and you're like, okay, these guys a few times through the lineup, you see how they're playing, you're like, looks like a tough team.
They're good.
But this, I didn't get that feeling from the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
It's Algonquin for the good land. Milwaukee.
I think it's also they're a little bit beat up. So I mean that's what just happens. What are you hitting your stride now, or did you hit your stride in the middle of the season going into the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like there's a team that's like super hot. I mean the Phillies are a little bit. I mean they're 6-4. Everybody else is 6-4, 5-5. Like nobody is extremely hot.
There's nobody
right
coming
now.
in the playoffs winning 20 out of 21 like the
No.
Diamondbacks did.
Mets are 4-6. Phillies are 6-4. Reds are 6-4. Like there's nobody that's 9-1 or 10-0. Like there's nobody lighting it up.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm excited we made it. That's awesome. So it's the Padres clinch playoff spot for the 4th time in 6 years. That's pretty impressive because it's only the 9th time in history.
wow,
Did you know
that's
that?
insane.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, they've been good for a while, right? Come on, bring up this article. From CBS Sports, Padres clinch MLB playoff spot with the National League postseason bracket almost complete. They beat Milwaukee last night 5-4 in 11 innings, a nice long game, but they had 5 postseason appearances during the franchise's first 51 seasons in existence.
Eesh.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of those were World Series, but still,
Yeah. It's a lot of seasons.
right?
That way.
You're like, let's keep this. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like when the Chargers used to be good and used to play down here. There was some times they were not good,
Yeah.
and go to those
That's when we
games. It was
couldn't
a little
watch
bit
it on TV even because it was blacked out.
Yeah, it's not sold out, so you can't watch it. What a dumb rule, by the way.
Let's try to get people in the park by saying you can't watch it
Yeah,
at home.
and I would venture to say 9 times out of 10, it's better to watch a game at home.
Football, yeah, for sure.
Any game.
Yeah.
Any
I don't know.
game.
Baseball, I don't know. Baseball for me, there's like something, I don't know, romantic about seeing it. And
It is,
in
but it's
person,
never
but-
like I'll pay attention. I'll watch it at home. You know, when I'm at home, I'll watch the innings, kind of keep eye on what's going on. There's no distractions. You know, when we went to the game on last Sunday, you have, friends over here, you chat with them, chat with here. My family's here and here. You're going to get hot dogs. You're going to get this and that. You hear the roar of the crowd as you're getting a lemonade. It's like,
yeah,
I didn't miss any of that at home. Plus, you kind of it's a little bit far. Is that a ball strike? I don't know. Boo! You know,
Yeah.
it's
I know. The last Giants game we went to, the Giants scored maybe one run, definitely one run while we were there, and it was a Casey Schmidt home run when Cam asked me to go get lemonade with him. So I missed the only run.
hold that against him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's better than football live, baseball, in my opinion. Hockey live's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just some of the sports, and I've only been to 2 NBA games, which were fun live, but probably better at home.
Yeah. I would say, I guess, so back in the day when we did go to Charger games, those were live. Those were fun. You only have
But you're also not
8
paying
home
attention
games.
to the game as much anyway. It's like the whole party. Like,
Yeah, well, you do like the party before,
Yeah.
but then when you're in the game, I would watch a
yeah,
good
yeah.
chunk of the game.
Yeah.
You're farther away, obviously.
Yeah.
But you kind of know what's going on. You can see, especially if you're sitting behind, kind of lined up with the field, you can see holes open. You can see, different things that you can't see on TV where you're seeing, oh, that dude's open.
Mm-hmm.
Or, kind of, I was a defender growing up and, played corner and whatever and safety. So you kind of watch those guys too. What are they doing? Watch the coverage back there. So that was kind of fun, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
I
did
agree.
enjoy that. And the energy at a football game is just a lot more intense. The
Yeah.
only time I've kind of felt that at a baseball game is the playoff game we went to last year. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll never forget when John Lynch was on the Broncos. Jeez, I don't know why I can't think of it. And we saw him when he ripped LaDainian Tomlinson's helmet off. Donovan and I were at that game, and it was like
Nice.
everybody was going ballistic, and it was cool.
yeah, it was fun times. So I'll take that. I'll step back a little bit. Some sports are better on TV, but yeah, as of now, the Brewers and Phillies have a bye. Wild card is whoever makes third at Dodgers, and right now we're at Padres at the Cubbies. So yeah, we shall see what happens. I'm excited. Definitely see some holes in the game, but
Yeah.
as you do, the more games you watch.
Yeah.
But you kind of want, like you said, you want everybody to be clicking right now. You want the hitting, you want the pitching, you want.
I think Michael King needs to have a really good start between now and playoffs.
Yeah, I think. I mean, he's only had 2 starts since he came back. So first one not great, second one okay, somewhere in the middle, had just not hitting location. I think as you get a little more, just kind of getting back with it. I think it's good that he had at least.
couple
He'll probably
ramp-up
have one
games.
more
Yeah.
start. I would say.
I would guess, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before.
there's 5 left. So yeah.
And I read too that they could start kind of jockeying their starting their rotation, how they want that to look. So yeah, we're going to
Pavetta probably gets game 1, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Pavetta has game 1. Dylan Cease, maybe game 2. We'll see. He can dominate, it says, on his best days, but he's kind of been a liability lately. It's like, I think last game, or even the last 2 games, or maybe it wasn't the last one, but the last one they lost, they gave up 9 walks through the multiple pitchers, but I think the starter maybe it was Cease gave up 4 or 5. I think even one of the last, maybe last night, 7 walks. You're like, you don't want to be doing that
It's
right now.
hard to it's hard to win.
So
when you're watching
they pulled it off, but yeah, you got Estrada, Miller, Morejon, Suarez. So they got a good 6. Get into the 6th inning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Be looking good. But even some of the other guys, like the lesser known bullpen guys, there's some that Yuki Matsui. It's kind of like I don't know. It's scary in there. Wandy Peralta, he's done a little bit better lately, but
he's had a sneaky good season.
Yeah.
Like most people are. I guess blew one the other day, but
yeah.
I don't know. His ERA is still like 3 1/4 or something like that. It's not crazy.
Hopefully we do a little bit better. So last year the Padres swept the Braves in the wild card series last year and had a 2-1 lead over the Dodgers in the NLDS. San Diego did not score a run in game 4 or 5, ending their season. That's a bad time to go
Yeah.
to go into a slump.
I got to take a picture. I was thinking about this yesterday. Cam likes building lineups and stuff. Like he'll go through his cards and whatever and look at the back and see like where guys started. And he built like a couple of lineups based on where they were drafted, not where they got traded or whatever like that. And like Padres, Max Fried, can't remember who else, but he had like, was naming off the starters. It's like oh my God, if
Who
they had
they
those,
drafted?
who they drafted
Yeah.
are no longer on the team. It's like, oh my God, they'd be in their pitching staff right now would be insane.
Yeah, it's kind of
So,
tough. It's
it is.
do I wait? Do I make a move now?
Yeah.
Especially AJ Preller. He's kind of more of a make a move now kind of guy.
Or like the White Sox. The White Sox would be incredible
Yeah.
had they not traded away Tatis and all the young pitcher Crochet and like all these crazy. So anyway, I'll take a picture and bring it in because it's interesting.
All right. Sounds good. In other weekend news, soccer, obviously. Went to multiple soccer games. A lot of soccer, man.
There's a lot of soccer.
A lot of soccer. You guys are going to hear a lot of soccer talk. If you guys have kids in soccer, hit us up. Hello at Livin in San Diego. We want to hear some soccer talk.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even say, but we went from the worst field to Connors Park in San Marcos. It's got like 8 million lines on it. The turf is beautiful.
Where is this one?
Connors is like by Home Depot off San Marcos Boulevard. It's like just east of that. You know where that is?
Yeah, I just don't know. I can't picture a field over there.
It's right by the elementary school. There's a little
So
playground.
it's not SME? It's not at the elementary?
No, it's right next to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I think you mentioned that last year.
Yeah.
I think you and Jameson or somebody were over there.
Yeah. Yeah. So
mentioned
the
how
field's
nice they were.
awesome, but there's lines for football. There's lines for maybe lacrosse or something, and then soccer.
Yeah.
And so it's just my head like hurt after. It was so
Different colors.
all different colors. Yeah. The giant white sideline for football.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, and then there was another 4 feet, and then the blue line for soccer. So
That was in the field.
yeah, it was in the middle of the field. So
All right, well,
yeah, it was well. But anyway, that
do
was
what you can.
Kind of cool.
So yeah, we did soccer, obviously. And then I decided to do another hike. So my hiking is back on, but ended up going off Del Dios Highway. If you go Lake Hodges, and instead of going right, so you're going towards Escondido from the coast, instead of going right towards Hodges, right off to the left, there's like a little dirt road. I've driven by it, I don't know how many times.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times. And it's a big sign, Del Dios Preserve or whatever, it's over there. And it looks like it's just a dirt road, but there's actually a little parking lot there. Anyways, cool little hike. It was actually really cool. As I tried to bring the boys. They're like, no, I don't want to go. They don't like hiking. I'm going to drag them out because, it builds a little bit of character.
Yeah.
Climbing up hills, and most of the hikes around here are pretty mellow. This one was intense. It was very steep, not intense like you're going to fall off, but like it was so steep. And I was wondering if it's like a fire road or something and how they are getting up there at, obviously 4-wheel drive, this and that, but even like the pitch on it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like usually I go on hikes, it was only,
And you had to go the same on the way back too.
yeah, coming
That's
down.
what makes me nervous is coming down on those.
Coming down, I was kind of running. I was doing like a light jog just because I was going down. It's just too slow. It's like, oh, okay, So I was just kind of jogging down, and it wasn't too loose. It wasn't like
Gravelly or
too much gravel.
Yeah.
So I didn't, because a lot of times I'm very clumsy. Definitely slip and or almost twist your ankle and this and that. But I was cool going down. So it was only about 45 minutes up. So it didn't take too long. I think it's 1.3 miles till you get to this trailhead that connects. And as I got there, I went another 100, I don't know, maybe another few minutes anyways. And I was like, connects to another trail. I was like, been to this trail before. It's the backside of Elfin Forest. So if you just went up there, because at one point you could look over
reservoir?
here, up to the reservoir, and you could see, looking down, you could see the switchback for Elfin Forest, which was a pretty cool view because I've seen the other way and you could see this trail. But you come up and then found like a little picnic table up there, allegedly cracked a nice stone up there,
Nice.
overlooking lake. I was like, yeah, this is cool. Yeah. And it was cool because it was a cloudy day, so the sky was really cool.
Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday. You could look backwards over the hills in Escondido and like back on San Marcos, and you can see this huge like rain cloud coming through, just like pushing through the whole area. From up there too, you could see you could see Harmony Grove, and then it has, as you get up, there's a big plaque. I took a picture of it on Insta, and it lines up like which mountains, starting with like Double Peak to the far, as we're looking out. Yeah, no, it would be west.
Okay.
I'm looking north more or less at this point. So yeah, to the left is Double Peak, and then it shows you like Mount Whitney. It shows you Palomar, which if you're in San Diego, you could see all these mountains.
Just
And
hard
you
to tell
just
what they
never
are.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
you never went, oh, that one's a little more hazy. And then it goes, I don't know, there's like ton of mountains. It was really cool. So,
Nice.
it's kind of putting a name to the face of all these little mountains and hills that you can see up there. So you can see the Palomar Hospital over there. I can see your neighborhood. I zoomed in. I was trying to see my parents' house. Like you can almost see that. And then like Encinitas, all that was like blocked by the other hill over there. But super cool. Very, very nice little spot. Coming down probably took 20 minutes. Going up like 45-ish, maybe 25 minutes down. But anyways, it was actually one of the times that I went on a hike recently that I woke up and like my butt's sore. I'm like, wow, my legs are a little sore. It doesn't usually, especially around here, they're pretty mellow. So if anybody needs a nice hike,
not a switchback.
Not a switchback. It's a straight up back. It's just going up. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. A little. And I kept looking around. You're like, you could see this next, not peak, but like the next like little landing. It's like, that's got to be the top. And I get up there and I'm like, oh man, it just goes around another side of the hill. But yeah, it's cool. I want to go around. There's another trail once you get up there. Like as you come up Elfin Forest, you're kind of at that there's like a little staging area, whatever. There's a little loop. You go up to the right and kind of towards the dam. But if you go left around that side of the lake, there's a few more trails over there that look pretty cool. I want to go check them out.
And my dad's explored a bunch of the trails up top. Like once you get up there.
Yeah, that's what I need to do once you get up there. I've been up to that area multiple times, but then you're always like, oh shoot, then I have to go another 20, 30 minutes over there.
Yeah.
Then I'll go back down. Yeah. But I do need to get over there. So anyways, if you guys need a hike, there you go. Just like I said, Del Dios Highway, there's plenty of parking right off of there. Del Dios Preserve. And other stuff that I saw happening this weekend. I didn't do this, but did you see who came to Breakers, the new spot over in Encinitas? You see who was there?
No.
Who did a little impromptu concert?
No, I didn't see it.
Jack Johnson.
Oh, really?
Jack Johnson did an acoustic set over at Breakers in Encinitas.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
He so they had the Solento Film Festival, like a surf-inspired film festival. That, yeah. So that's like, I think it was like all week, right? So it was from last Sunday through this Sunday or something like that. Mm-hmm. And so at the end, it must have been Saturday because I started seeing clips on maybe Sunday. Anyways, there was clips from Breakers and right in the corner, it's not a big spot.
Yeah.
And, the first picture I saw is Jack Johnson sitting in the corner, and then you look out and the window's right there looking out towards the parking lot, and you could see like, you can't really see it, but that's like Vaughn's, and that's where
Rite Aid.
Rite Aid. What's the sushi spot? Encinitas Sushi Lounge. Okay. Yeah, is right there too. So that's all right there. But you could see people like looking in. Cool. Mm-hmm. Obviously, word got around because then the next shot is from his perspective looking back, and it's just like packed house.
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
Yeah. So obviously, I don't know.
Somebody told
word travels.
Yeah, right,
it's like, dude, get down here now. Jack Johnson's here, but. It'd be so cool. Like if you guys, I'm going to bring up Breakers to see if they still have, I think they made a few posts about it. But yeah, you go to their site. So, it's Friday night actually. Okay. So it was a little day earlier, but Friday night was one for the books. Mahalo to Jack Johnson and all amazing artists. So multiple people who played, thank you everyone who came out. And it's just like, who else was there, dude? There's a lot of
Donovan Frankenreiter probably. That's like the same crew, the surf musicians.
And I mean, okay, so it's not, I'm just looking at, zooming in on the crowd. Yeah, there's a lot of people, but it's probably only 10 deep. Like it's not crazy bad. Amount.
Yeah.
So. Well,
if they didn't tell anybody, it's just literally the dinner crew.
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely lucked out. But anyways, they do have live music there and all kinds of stuff. So if you guys need some good Hawaiian food, I think
Jack Johnson's doing a residency every Friday evening. Yeah. So go check it out.
That would be sick.
Just kidding.
That would be rad. But yeah, they have, it's just a cool vibe. They have a cool vibe in there. It's community vibe. They have live music. Like we mentioned in the podcast before, they're starting like a little, not speakeasy, but like a little adults only section. So if you just want to get away from the kids, because it's super family friendly in there otherwise. But yeah, they're having some fun over there. So last Tuesday they did a Encinitas board writers fundraiser and silent auction. Come grab a drink, delicious meal, and hang out with friends while supporting our team. So just go follow them on Instagram. If you followed them, I don't know if they were posting it that night, but it's Breakers CBG.
They might have had a problem if they posted that night.
Yeah. I mean, even if they didn't, somebody did, right?
Yeah.
Like I would have hit you up, be like, dude, where you at? Chris, down. Okay, but their Instagram handle is Breakers CBG. Guess what CBG stands for? Because I was looking, I was like, I don't know, but it's super simple. Cafe, bar, and grill.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, Breakers was taken. So, but yeah, it's Benji Weatherly is the one of the owners there. He actually, when we went in last, I don't know, we were 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, chatting it up. He'll come chat with you, have a good time. It's super fun.
Yeah.
And the food was really good price and all that kind of stuff. But like 2 or 3 days later, he was throwing out first pitch at Petco. He did the first pitch, but like Machado and a bunch of the other San Diego crew or people living in San Diego were down there too. So they had some pitchers on the field, and yeah, so he's building a nice little community over there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just was thinking one of my favorite music videos, not that anybody watches music videos anymore, but back in the day, was Taylor by Jack Johnson, the song Taylor, where Ben Stiller was doing singing the song. Remember that?
No, I don't. I'll have to look it up.
There's Ben Stiller. Well, you can't really see it on there, but anyway, yeah, pretty interesting.
Is he?
He's like lip singing the whole time. I don't know if you remember, Paul Simon and Chevy Chase did that a really long time ago.
You Can Call Me Al.
Yeah. And it was
we were supposed to remake that.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to.
But as a real estate version of it, something about,
you can call me now.
You buying a house or you selling. I don't know. I was probably 5 years ago. Thought of this, but it was like, you could call me now.
Yeah,
dumb, but it's funny in my head.
I know. Yeah, you just have to have a whole bunch of different instruments. That was the funniest part of that whole music video. Is here's Paul Simon is playing like all the different instruments, and Chevy Chase is singing the song.
Yeah,
grabs his glass of water and drops it through a table that doesn't have a top. Just good times.
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah. So we should let us know. Drop us a comment if we need to remake that video. That'd be fun.
It's perfection.
We need a white room. Yeah. Who's Chevy? Are you going to be Chevy or are you going to be Paul?
I don't know. That seems difficult to be. I'll be Paul. I'll just play instruments.
Okay. That works. All right. Anything else on the weekends?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
We hit Fidel's, so that was fun.
Boo. I mean, cool. No, as always on the show, I'm cool with either. All right, I'm good with Fidel's.
Sure
I'm good with Tony's. My family would probably go to Tony's, but if you invited me to Fidel's, I would happily go. I would. What's your go-to? Bean and rice, or no?
I did a beef and bean burrito.
Beef and bean.
Side of rice.
Never outside the box here. Come on.
A little bit sometimes. Okay. But I almost got a tostada, which is not exciting at all, but it's good.
It is.
I just like their beef is really good.
Yeah.
So
where do you guys have a special seating area? Because I know they got like outside, inside, downstairs, upstairs.
I like being up top inside, but
like that bar area.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right around the bar. Yeah. But there was it was crowded. It was Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Saturday evening. And they had like not rehearsal dinner or engagement dinner or something like that. It was packed outside. So it was a crowded evening.
It always is. That place is popping.
Yep.
We got into Tony's super quick. No, just
it's a good advertisement.
Yeah. Okay. Ready for new to do and a do.
Yes.
I'm going to lead you off with new because it's the big news. All right. I don't want to keep people waiting too long. And if you follow anybody on Instagram, you've probably seen it. But let me just read it here. You ready?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Big news here in Encinitas. Chicken Hawk is ready to open.
But it's not open?
It's not yet. The Michelin recognized chef Andrew Batchelor and skateboarding world champion Tony Hawk finally hatched their long awaited restaurant. And it goes through the story from San Diego Magazine. It took skateboarding legend Tony Hawk a decade to land the 900, one of the most difficult trips for even a world champion to achieve. So by comparison, the 4 years he spent working to open Chicken Hawk, his first restaurant, is a blink of the eye, even when the time felt more like a grind than a gift. But there's in the meantime, chef, he opened Atelier Mana over in Leucadia. Which actually looks like a pretty good spot. I've never been, but they got like a Michelin, some recognition from Michelin. It's like a little, what used to be, I think Moto Deli was there. Then they had a hot dog spot, and then it was like a gelato spot, but it's right there in Leucadia there. But it is, let me just read when they are opening, because they have a full article on it this time. They have gotten more active on their Instagram. And they're going to have it. Chicken Hawk opens at 145 Leucadia Boulevard. They're going to run from Sundays and Mondays from 11:30 to 9 p.m., Wednesdays and Thursdays from 11:30 to 9 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays 11:30 to 10 p.m. Closed on Tuesdays. And the last one I saw was a post that they had maybe today or yesterday.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, when are you guys opening? And he's like, as soon as we can, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I did see also Encinitas Magazine was out there taking pictures. I think it's really happening this time, guys. So
I just picture like as soon as you said that they're closed on Tuesdays, I'm like, at what point are they going to be closed on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays? Like the original spot that was never open.
that was funny.
Was
That's
like
they did mention that in this article too. Let me find it real quick. Where is it? Okay. So this is him talking about the spot. So it's just 70 seat indoor outdoor space. They kind of have it set up to look like a skating pool, which I'm sure they've skated in theirs too. It's like, but there's gonna be chairs around so that you can't actually skate in there. But I'm sure Tony Hawk's ripping around in there some.
Yeah, takes the chairs out.
But here, where was it? Okay, so it was my job to create a soulful space that pays homage to the culture that originated here in Encinitas, which is skateboarding. She says it had a cool feel. This is the person who designed it, but not pretentious, nostalgic, but timeless. The space employs bright colors, a la the 1980s skate aesthetic, and plenty of skate park-esque concrete. Mid-century touches, a mural by skateboarder and artist Mark Gonzalez, and a legit skate pool, which would-be skaters at the space will regret to hear, as they serve as the outdoor patio, not a skate area. It's quite a difference from Fulano's, the restaurant that mysteriously occupied the space for decades. And then he says there was some weird energy for sure. There was some weird energy there for sure. But he had his mom and her friend bless the restaurant, so it seemed to do the trick. But yeah, they are popping up. Obviously, they're gonna have Sandos, right? Their signature Birdman sandwich consists of tallow fried crispy chicken thighs seasoned with a secret blend of spices and topped with slaw, fusion kimchi, southern style comeback sauce, and spicy pickles on a potato bun. Love a potato bun.
Yeah,
It's probably the best bread too, I would say.
It's one of my go-tos. Yeah.
And it serves at 3 different spice levels. You can get, think of the 360 as mild, the 720 as medium, and the 900 as surface of the sun hot. There'll be other sandwiches like the vegetarian mushroom sandwich and blackened fish. So obviously some drinks too, quirky drinks on the menu, like the Neon Bell, lime, lemongrass, Thai basil, and a few other fun things. So yeah, they're going to have some beer, some wine. They have a collab with, there's a house beer brewed by Viewpoint Brewing called Cheapskate, an American lager meant to refresh your palate after a 900 level Birdman. So
nice.
Dude, that place is going to be packed for the next, once they
do
do open for the next few months for sure.
Yeah. I heard a funny, Tony Hawk was on maybe Seth Meyers' show, like one of the late night, I'm pretty sure it's Seth Meyers. And he was telling a funny story that he's going through TSA and his passport says Anthony Hawk, not Tony Hawk, his legal name.
That is weird.
And he's going through and the TSA agent was like, oh my God, we just saw your brother in here like a week ago. And she's like, we were so excited that we recognized him and everything. And he's like, my brother? Like, he came in, they knew he was Tony Hawk. And then when he came back
As
through
Anthony
TSA as Anthony Hawk, they didn't recognize him.
Like,
they thought their brother would be Anthony and he was Tony.
This is Anthony, is my brother Tony.
Isn't that funny?
Oh, that's funny. The last post from on their, not one of their last posts, Chicken Hawk is finally ready to open in Encinitas, blah, blah, blah. It's in reference to this article. And the Tony Hawk says, meet you there. Somebody says, let's see here. Dude, what day? Nothing on that. Fam's in town until Tuesday. Are you guys open yet? Not yet. But then there was one. It was, yeah, oh, dang, I can't find it now. When is the grand opening? Somebody said next week. Somebody said, awesome. Where can I find the address? And the person replied, Google's. So you could Google it if you guys need to. But anyways, We'll report back next week. Cassie's still
We're still good. I'm
a
still,
little bit.
yeah, I don't believe it until I see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right. In other news, to do. So that was our new. In our to do, this is actually a fun little thing coming up. For those beer lovers out there, who's not a beer lover? Let me restart that because I'm gonna go to their Eventbrite because it gives me more info than their actual site I found it on. So in to do this week here in San Diego, for all the beer lovers out there, Beernardo. The Beernardo Festival 2025 Rancho Beernardo Festival event features top breweries, wineries, hard ciders, seltzers, kombuchas, and music. And proceeds are going to support nonprofit organizations and causes. So it's happening not for a few weeks. It is Saturday, October 11th from 2 to 5 p.m. And it's at a little park, Webb Park. Do you know there's a little lake in Rancho Beernardo? Right off the freeway?
Maybe I did.
Yeah, it's like it's got to be like a little man-made thing,
West
but it's
or
like
east?
Just east of the 15, kind of right by the town center, the little plaza and stuff. Right across, there's like a little business park, and then there's like a little park / man-made lake over there. Webb Lake, I think it's called. But it's 3 hours, 21 plus. They're going to have venue parking. They have on a hot fall day. Join us for a cool event. Don't miss the 14th annual Rancho Beernardo Festival. Proceeds from the event support local charities. So rest assured that your day of fun is turned into dollars, helping great causes and life-changing programs. In addition to more than 75 plus tastings, we'll also have games, photo booths, good music vibes, and this year, mocktails. So I don't know why you go to Rancho Beernardo Festival and get a mocktail. Maybe if you're the DD.
DD, yeah.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I remember
then.
like the fancy sodas, like if you went to Stone and you were the DD, they had like a couple soda spots or something.
Yeah. You went to the one when they used to have it over at Cal State?
Yep. I went 3 times, I think, when it was there. Maybe 4.
And it's that one, that's not this one, but that was a little bit, it was a wristband, all you could drink kind of thing.
Yes. The first couple were like tabs, and they like pulled tabs off a wristband.
But they were very generous.
Yeah, but when your tabs were gone, it was like came in your glass. Like, so yeah, they were very generous. Then it was unlimited, which was dangerous. It's like you had to, means that you have to like pace yourself and like,
especially
be responsible.
when in that sphere of beer where it's everything's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
You're like 5% is like not existence,
No.
like 7. You might get some 9s.
Well,
you might
in
get some
each
12s.
spot I'm going to, I'm asking for the IPA. Like I'm not asking for the Pilsner.
Can I get
like,
the lager?
Yeah, no.
IPA, buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, it was dangerous.
Do you know if they have that anymore?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
So
When is yours? When is the San Alejo Beer Fest?
Or
is it just called the San Marcos?
I think
Did
it happened
Okay.
like in August maybe.
Okay.
We were
So we missed that
invited,
one.
but didn't go.
Yeah, that'd be fun too, over on the ball fields.
Yep.
Backed by popular demand is our VIP reception that will give you 60 minutes of early entrance, VIP parking, access to top brews, food, and other upgraded benefits. General admission, there'll be plenty of beer aficionados' favorites. AleSmith Brewing they're the
Main
brewer, but also like inviting all the other people. So they're going to have obviously some good spots out there. There are going to be 2 bands. One's the Rubber Band. That's pretty
perfect.
funny. A local's favorite. We'll kick things off with a mix of rock and pop favorites, followed by Par Avion with its special lineup of Latin rock and surf vibes. Interesting combo there.
Yeah.
Tickets are $65 for general, $90 for VIP. DD tickets are only $10. Go get some mocktails. So it's coming up. Just want to give you guys a little bit of heads up.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then we come to Adieu.
It's always sad.
It is.
Unless it's not.
It's in other beer news.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Scripps Ranch based Harland Brewing was only a few months into its existence when it opened its satellite tap room in Del Mar Highlands 1 Paseo retail development in 2019, and they're shutting it down.
The one Paseo one?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You've been there. Outfitted with pool tables, comfy chairs, cool vibe in there. Harland they've always made some good beers as well. But come October, Harland will have moved on from that space as the company further sharpens its focus on its upcoming 3,400 square foot bar and restaurant in San Diego's 4S neighborhood. So that's the one we mentioned a few weeks ago of coming soon. They're shutting down one Paseo. I mean, those are pretty close. Those are like right in the same
You're
zone.
competing with each other.
Yeah. The 4S Ranch one is loosely scheduled to open to the public before the end of the year and will be located at 16480 Paseo del Sur, Suite 105. And Harland will continue to operate its other locations in Bay Park, South Park, and Scripps Ranch headquarters, which recently welcomed the addition of the on-site kitchen that we mentioned a few weeks ago called the Ocotillo. But yeah,
bummer.
It's going to go away in there. That was one of the best spots in there.
I know.
I mean, not only, it's a beer spot, but also just like the vibe in there was cool. It's kind of set on the end, so you get a little privacy. Like, there'll be somewhere else cool, hopefully. I mean, beer spots are hard to open, especially over there. But
the rent has got to be outrageous.
Yeah.
That one Paseo.
Maybe we need to go there one last time.
Probably.
Okay. We're going to do our next podcast there. But yeah, we're saying bye, but not to all of Harland, just to one of them. So
I thought you were going to say they were selling. It would just be par for the course.
Yeah. No,
that group.
They probably will. I mean, but I don't know. So when they had St. Archer, it was more like, we'll have a few tasting rooms. We'll have a few, satellite rooms here and there. We'll have our main brewery, but they didn't really branch out and start doing restaurants and this and that. Like these guys, maybe, I'm sure like the brand value, the sale ability, the scalability was in having their core beers.
Yeah.
Having those, pushed out as like, that was it. Having their kind of all their branding, like, they had, all the, whoever was backing all the sports, action sports, all that kind of people behind it. So they had a good aesthetic on it as well. But if these guys are building, restaurants attached to these places, I don't know.
It's not as easier. Yeah.
Sometimes, but it's just not like the restaurant doesn't add value to the brand.
No.
It just adds,
I wonder if enough of the big boys have been burned now too, where they're like, Coors is probably not going to do it ever again.
Yeah.
Like you're probably not going to have some of the giant brands take on a small San Diego craft brewery because it doesn't usually work.
Not for a long time. Yeah. You can't, it's just different cultures. It's different.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it worked out because nobody really knew. So like when,
remember when St. Archer had a Super Bowl commercial?
Yeah. Yeah. That was the end of it. And that was not even like one of their good beer. It was like,
no, it was like they're trying to make like a, Michelob Ultra wannabe beer. Yeah. And it didn't obviously
because they had good beer. I mean, they're like, you get a mixed pack of their beers. You're like, yeah, dude, those are solid.
Okay, yeah.
They're very not bland, very simple. Yeah. Not much going on. But like Harland, they have, maybe St. Archer did too. If you went to their tasting room when they used to have it over in Leucadia, a few barrel aged and this and that, but they had a different brand for that. I forget what it was called.
Yeah.
But like Harland, they'll do some funky stuff. They'll do the Yuzus. They just had that Yuzu Fest or whatever. Like they'll do just a bunch of different
lager.
Yeah, they'll do different things besides just the core. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Cool.
But they are gone partially. So we bid them adieu.
The Forest Ranch one will be cool to check out.
Yeah. Taking a drink.
Yep. We spend enough time over there showing houses that we can make a point of getting in there.
Mm-hmm. Schedule our appointments around like,
exactly.
Ooh, can we go see a house at like 4? Like they don't even until 4:30. Yeah. So let's do a little bit
perfect.
later.
4 o'clock works.
Oh yeah, 4 would work.
Yeah.
Can't do it at noon though.
No.
All right. So we went through all that. Jack Johnson, we got sports, Padres clinch. That's a weird stat, dude. That 4th time in 6 years, but only 5 times prior. So nine total trips the postseason.
What all I can think of is like how many managers they've had in the last like 20 years, and how most of them never made the playoffs. Like, did Andy Green ever make the playoffs?
Doubt it.
How many does Bud Black have for the Padres?
2. I don't know.
It can't be very many because Boch obviously had 2, or at least 2, because 2 World Series. Oh, he only did 1 World Series. But yeah, and Butch probably took them there 2 or 3 times. So a lot of managers had absolutely 0.
Yeah. A lot of managers, a lot of time in between playoffs till recently. So I'm liking where we're at. All right. Do we want to let's do, how much time we got?
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Okay. Let's do this.
Sorry. As long as you want.
Well, let's save this one for next week. We could do top 25 burgers in SD.
Sure.
Should we save that for next week?
Or next week? Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Then we're going to get to Cassie's question of the day. So there was actually, I got 2 questions of the day. First off is an easy one. We'll start you off with the easy one.
Okay.
And I stole this from the dudes Makeshift Podcast. Have you seen those guys?
No.
It's basically just a bunch of lists and like would you rathers and like, I don't know. I've listened to their podcast once or twice, but you'll see them now that your phone heard me say that. You'll probably see them pop up on Instagram as like reels and stuff. So, but that's kind of like their whole podcast. It's like rank these things in this order. But one of them was, and I'm going to kind of skew it towards San Diego a little bit. Would you rather, and I think the answer is easy. Would you rather have a hole in one like at like Encinitas Ranch, right? Like a nice long hole, not maybe like a 200 yard
Whoa,
par 4 or
insane.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like a nice shot, like a par 4. And you could tell everybody, obviously get celebrated. Or a hole in one on a like executive course, but nobody will ever believe you.
Like you're by yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's the closest I've ever been to a hole in one was at Lake San Marcos executive. I want to say the 12th hole. It's one of the ones where you're hitting from way up above.
12th. Okay, so you're coming across. Oh yeah, so yeah, we're going into the back.
Maybe 13th. It's before
You're crossing the road, so 1, and then you start going, and then you have that long hole, like that dog leg left, and then you start going elevation.
Yeah. So it's right after I think the long one.
Okay.
Anyway, I was golfing with just my sister-in-law Haley, and I was literally like an inch and a half away from hole in one.
Yeah.
And I took a picture, and like it was as close as I may ever get. So
How close are we talking?
That much. Like it was just, and it was like perfectly rolling towards the hole and just went to the right an inch.
And you could have dropped it in the hole and just said, I made a hole in one. I mean, nobody would have believed you either way. So
I know. So I definitely rather the par 4 get celebrated.
Yeah.
Have like, I mean, if I got a hole in one on a par 4, it's probably the best shot I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
To get 200 plus. Because how often are you hitting a driver on that par 4? And
yeah,
I don't know. It just seems improbable and incredible. I would also
what about like even like a legit par 3, maybe like across the water shot,
I mean, pretty sick too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can count it there too.
Yeah.
It doesn't just have to be a par 4 would be a pretty good shot.
It'd be insane.
So we could do a par 3, but like a legit par 3, not like Rancho Carlsbad par 3.
Yeah, no, I want it to be celebrated for sure.
Okay.
I want it to be. We've golfed long enough. We've taken enough shots in our lives that it would be cool to have one that's like
I agree. I'm going. I'd rather just hole in one in general, but yeah, hole in one at par 3. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Let people know about it. The one I've seen, my pops, Lake San Marcos again. That's the hole in one capital of North County, San Diego.
100%. That's the closest my dad's ever been too.
Yeah.
He hit the pole or hit the flag, went down in cup and popped down.
Ooh,
so
you should count that. My pops was one of those elevated holes on the front after the dog leg right. I forget, it was either 1, 2, 3, so like 5, 6, 7,
my
somewhere in
dad
there.
was the same. Yeah.
It was one of
5
those.
is the hole. No. 7 is the hole that I hate, the uphill one. So
it wasn't
it
hole.
was 6. It was 6. My dad. That was where my dad almost.
My pops had maybe 5, I think.
Okay.
Hole 5, but yeah, definitely saw it. So he did get it witnessed, and yeah, I'm okay. I would actually be very proud to have it at Lake San Marcos.
Yeah.
Exec, just because that's the home course, baby.
Yeah. My grandpa had a bunch. I don't know
bunch?
if my grandma did. I know. They also golfed. I was telling Cam when we were down in El Cajon 2 weeks ago, they golf 2 rounds a day, 5 days a week, sometimes Saturdays, but usually from Monday through Friday for sure. And then Sunday they would go to church. So no golf. But he had
Taking the day off.
Yeah, but and they might have, like as they got older, played the executive course at Singing Hills, but he had I think 8 hole-in-ones or something like that. So, but you play enough golf, and you're gonna get hole-in-ones.
Yeah, maybe in our older years we'll be able to get a couple.
Yeah,
Let's start with one, but
yeah,
you got to have one good shot from here to there.
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty amazing. A little tiny golf ball in a how's it rated? Like 3-inch hole, 4-inch hole,
Maybe 4. Yeah.
4-inch. I don't know what size of golf
Something like that.
hitting it with a stick, hit a ball with a stick into a hole, anywhere from 100 to 150 yards out. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah, definitely going to take that. Would we count a hole in one when we play here at the Bermuda Club?
For sure.
Yeah.
Torrey Pines. I hit a hole in one at Torrey Pines. Didn't you see it?
Yeah.
I wonder how hard it is.
The digital version.
Yeah, I wonder how hard it is to hit a hole in one on one of these things.
It's got to be tough. I mean, it's still got to be online, the right speed. Obviously, I would say it's easier here. Like just because you get repetition, you could just keep going the same hole, boom, 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 boom. I've seen there's dudes, country club adjacent, where I think it's them. I don't know. Anyway, some golf influencer guys, they'll have like a live stream until they get a hole in one, and you'd figure it'd be pretty quick. I'm sure sometimes it does pretty quick, but other times it's, a full day, 15 hours, whatever. I don't know, a long time to get it in. So
yeah, I was watching, I can't remember which golfer it was, but he was doing what's his name? Really funny dude. I can't remember. It was for some like gambling website or something like that, where he was going to give away a car after he was able to do this. But from his living room up to this like upper stairwell in his house, he was hitting ping pong balls and trying to get it into like a tiny little cup. And he would hit like first day he'd have 10 balls, second day he'd have 20, third day he'd have 30. I think it took him like 7 or 8 days to do it.
Oh,
it was cool.
Bad.
It was rad. But I got really invested. I kept like going back to watch.
I've seen the ones where they hit them over the house. Have you
I've
seen those ones?
too. Yeah.
Which is a little more intense because the ones I've seen are it's like a glass wall right here.
Yeah.
It's like the whole front of the
If
house.
you muff one,
oh,
you're
dude.
like, I like when it's somebody else's house.
Yeah.
Like where they're like, day one of trying to hit golf balls over my neighbor's house until I get it in the bucket or whatever it is.
The one I saw that I didn't keep up with it, but he almost nailed it like one of the first shots, like
really?
first few shots.
Oh, that's funny.
But then I don't know how long it took him to get in after that.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. All right. One other question. And this is something I used to do. So my coach.
Oh, it was Bryson DeChambeau.
Okay.
That's who it was.
Yeah, he's got a pretty big YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
He always pops up his golf. Bryson tries to break 50 and this and that.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, this other question, it's a little more, you got to think a little bit harder. And there's no right answer, okay? But I used to post this on Instagram every now and again of like, it was, I had my kind of posting schedule, which I've fallen off quite a bit as far as it was like 4 posts a day, but this was like every Tuesday or Thursday, whatever. And you post it and you give a little insight into whatever you're thinking, what's going on in your life, but what are you struggling with? So, it could, I remember doing it. Sometimes it was business. Sometimes it was like, like right now, growing this podcast, and I'm not putting enough energy. Like we're doing all the work, we're doing all the podcasts, we got the Instagram, we got all this, but struggling with actually the growth part of it. And it's been on my mind. So
it's been weighing on you.
Yeah. As well as our business and balancing work and family and a lot of stuff.
Figuring out how to get to every soccer game and practice.
Yeah. Yeah. But also like, what's the line of, I need to work. I need to, be the father of my kids. Where's the, I need to be at these, but I need to be here too. I need to make money, but also, there's just a lot. So anyways, answer it however you like.
I think that's why we do what we do, partially.
We do what we do.
We do what we do, throw back to the circus animals or whatever they were called. But inside softball joke, everybody.
Yeah.
You can always ask. But yeah, it's tough. I mean, and I start thinking about, especially Cam's getting, Chelsea, turn the podcast off right now because I know it's gonna. Anyway, but as Cam's getting older, it's like, how many more? Like, I don't know if he'll keep playing soccer after the season.
Yeah,
I don't know how long he'll play baseball. Like these things that we have to get to now are because they're only here for a little bit.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I've like. Why I don't like missing stuff is like it's short. Like because we're gonna have a whole nother life. Like once they're out of the house.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you think back to your parents too. Like, yeah, you had the first 18 to 20 years with your children and it was wild and hectic and you feel like, yeah, dude, this is...
how did I get to 4 soccer practices a week for years?
But yeah, no, that's a good thing of it does. You do only have, like the guy I was saying, like once they hit 18 or something, I forget the guy's exact numbers, but
probably
you've
even
spent
less
like
than-
90% of your time with your kids or something wild, you know, something like that. So
Yeah. So I feel like that's one thing I'm not struggling with. It's like we've got that part dialed in. Yes, it's a lot. It's stressful. It's just, it takes up the majority of your schedule. But I like that part of it. Like,
Yeah.
That's like, I saw you last week. We started baseball up again. Like, it's one of those things where I probably only have a year left, maybe 2 years that he wants to do that. So I'm going to keep doing that. Me struggling with exercise, 1,000,000%. That is like my number one. I'm active, but not exercising.
yeah,
And there's trying to find that middle ground is a
trying to
crazy.
squeeze that in with everything else
yeah.
is,
And I think that that's
It's
like
tough,
the
too.
real struggle when you get to 40 anyway. But
yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the big one. But
Yeah,
like
that's-
even yesterday, like I made a point of Braden had soccer, so I made a point of just getting as much walking in as I could, and then when coach needed help, I jumped in and defended goals, and I was sweaty after. I was like, oh, that counts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, as long as you keep moving. I mean, you just get into these, not slumps, but it's easy to get into like, well, I didn't do it yesterday. I don't have time today. You know, just like,
And then the weeks passed.
yeah, no, I mean, that's like one of the things that my coach, that's why one thing I originally struggled with was, which I still do, but organization, getting all this stuff in my head on paper or somewhere where I'm going to remember it, make sure I do it, lanes of focus, all that kind of stuff that Will talks about. But one of the biggest things was putting stuff on your calendar. And so, and you put the work stuff, but you know, you kind of go through your priorities. So like mine's like all the, you know, Julie does all the kids stuff and all the group family stuff. So all that's already in the calendar. So I know, okay, this day I need to be here, here, here. So now I can plan around that. And then Monday mornings when I make my schedule, first thing I'll go through every single day. And usually it's around the same time unless we have something going on.
Yeah.
But it's also easily movable, but is my workout. So 1 hour block, like this morning, it was supposed to be from 7:30 to 8:30. But I was like, oh shoot, we're podcasting at 9. So I had to just move it to 7. So I was working on the script for the podcast and kind of the ideas and I thought I had more time, but I got to get out the door at 7, got to go run, you know? So Tuesday, Thursday, but anyways, like even on days where it's not, something else comes up, it's just a matter of clicking on it, moving up. Sometimes I try to keep it not late, but when I did 75 hard, some of those were
10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock at night. You got to get it done before midnight, you know? That was tough because, you know, especially if it's outside. Well, they were mostly outside in the night. So it was like a run or something like that. But yeah, dude, that was one of the biggest things is getting it onto a calendar. And then you could see, oh, there's my block. Nothing else goes there. If something else goes there, it just gets moved up or down. Because I've been since I've started that, been super consistent on work. I don't think Fridays are the only days I've sometimes missed workouts, but then I do them Saturday. So it's like just takes that day. So like at least 5 days a week.
1 day instead of a couple hours.
Yeah, it's just like Fridays sometimes, like those are my days where not a ton goes into the schedule. I have our core things that need to get done, but it's everything that didn't get done kind of moves to Friday. And so it's usually Fridays are pretty packed, you know, and then you got kids coming home and all that, whatever,
Yeah.
you know how it is. So anyways, but yeah, that's,
Kids coming home. Yeah. That's become
yeah.
a daily.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay. So exercise is a struggle. Put it on your calendar.
It's a good call.
And we have the Bermuda Club. I don't know if you checked out
And I know I need to go to the new gym over here.
it's pretty
I know.
cool.
I gotta
It's
check
like,
it out.
it's like your garage, like that
Done
same
tomorrow.
kind of things, but spread out.
Yeah.
Big fan. It's nice. Yeah. I'll hit
Big
that up
fan.
too if you want sometime. All right. I think that's all we got. We got 25 burger spots next week.
Ooh, nice. Goes with the exercise.
Yeah, it does. Well, there's a lot of good ones on there. Some may not have heard of, but a lot of them you guys have heard of, the classics for sure. But there's some I'm going to add to the list as well. So
Sweet.
we'll pop that on there. Anywho, we'll catch you guys all for episode 252 next week.